21M, 19F. What can I do if I don't like at all my GF's new surgery, rhinoplasty? My girlfriend got a nose job a couple of weeks ago, but now that she doesn't have her bandages, whatever those things are, I don't like how it looks at all. I liked it the way it was. Looking at her nose now makes me a bit uncomfortable, but I don't want her to feel bad and I just don't know what to do, don't want to ruin anything. Edit. I don't mind that she's swollen at all, it's the fact that the shape of it has changed, as they put it up, and it also looks a lot smaller. I like kinda big, a bit crooked noses. But she didn't get it because of aesthetics, but mainly because she had a deviated septum, and they changed it a lot. She asked me for my most honest opinion, as we like to discuss everything and are very communicative, and Elle told her if she liked it I liked it, but she was kinda disappointed in me for going with the safe answer, so she asked me again and I told her I didn't like that they brought it up, that it felt a bit off to me, but that it was probably because I was not used to it, and she told me that it was okay and she understood how I felt because her sister had one and she said the same as me. It was a long talk but it was good for the both of us, and I'll just wait for some months to get used to it, as I love her and every other thing about her very much. Thank you for your support and for the good advice. If her bandages just came off it doesn't mean she's done healing. She may still be bruised and swollen. Maybe give it a moment and reassess. If you can't stand the sight of her by the time her doc has said she's more or less settled, then break up I guess. Don't lead with, "You look like shit." If this is the only problem with your relationship, wait and see if you get used to it. It's only been a short time since she's looked different. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But, do not tell her that you liked it better before. It's done and she can't go back, regardless of what she or anyone else thinks. If she's someone who felt the need to change her face so dramatically, I'm assuming she's already very sensitive to how others see her. Don't add to her insecurities by complaining about something that's permanent for her. Girlfriend is upset my daughter wasn't as enthusiastic about her gift as she was her others. I have an autistic daughter who is 17 and I also have a girlfriend. She and I are both 43. My daughter's special interest is movies and for Christmas she told me she wanted movies, so I bought her a ton. I actually embarrassed her by how many presents were under the tree for her lol. My girlfriend got my daughter a lovely dress and put it under the tree next to her other presents. This morning when my daughter was opening her movies, she was insanely excited. Even the ones I got her she already had, she was super excited. I thought of it and wanted to give it to her. When it came to open my girlfriend's present, she opened it and said, "Ah, this is so nice, thank you," and gave her a hug and then tried to move on to the next gift she knew was a movie. I could tell right away something was up with my girlfriend and seemed a little unhappy, but we had a lovely morning and seeing my daughter so happy and excited is something I treasure very much. As the day went on, I noticed that my girlfriend was acting a little short with my daughter. So I asked her, and she said she was upset because she got my daughter something nice that she put thought into, but it was the least enthusiastic my daughter was about any of the gifts she got. I tried to explain to her how special interests are with autism, but she wasn't really understanding it and it seemed like her feelings were legitimately hurt, so she just went to our bedroom for a while. I found out later my daughter actually heard the exchange from the room next door and now she feels terrible and like she was being ungrateful and unappreciative. We've all gone to bed and I'm planning on trying to talk about this together, but I don't know how to approach it. Any help will be appreciated. Too long did not read. I got my autistic daughter a lot of presents related to her special interest and my girlfriend got her something unrelated to it. So my girlfriend is feeling like my daughter didn't appreciate it much based on how she didn't seem as excited about it. Girlfriend is 43, she needs to get over herself. Your girlfriend needs to grow up. Your daughter was appreciative. As a parent with an autistic son, I'd say a gift outside her special interest that was an enthusiastic reaction to the gift. She said it was nice, and thanked girlfriend. She didn't just set it aside. Your girlfriend is being immature and her values are out of whack. She's the adult. She gave a gift. You don't start measuring excitement levels as an adult giving a gift to your so's kid. You know? Your girlfriend is being dramatic. It's great she gave the present some thought and she should be happy she did that. But it's not up to your daughter to love the gift. That's totally subjective. You can't control that. 26M, 20F, 26F. I'm becoming a dad to a 12-week-old baby and I'm terrified. I put all of our ages because of the rule. I'm a 26, my girlfriend is 26, and Ons is 20. I had a one-night stand with someone after a New Year's party and she contacted me to tell me that she had my baby. I did not believe her at all at first, especially since we used a condom, so I got 2 paternity tests and both results came back that he was mine. She explained to me that she was placing the baby with a family and thought that I should know. When I did not think he was my child whatsoever, I was fine with the idea, but then I changed my mind when the results came back and told her not to give him to that family. She didn't like this idea, and after a few back and forths, she agreed. As for her involvement with the baby, she said she's not in a good state to be in his life and said she's way too young. It's important to mention I have a girlfriend. We've been seeing each other for 2 years, but we've been exclusive for 10 months and we live together. She's been really supportive through all of this and has helped me a great deal. I suggested that maybe she should get her own place, but she didn't want this at all. She then asked why I keep trying to push her away when she's trying to be there. I was just trying to not dump so many responsibilities on her. In 2 days, we're going to go pick up my son. I've been planning this for weeks. My house is literally transformed and now that everything is done, I'm scared shitless. My nerves kept me up last night and I kept asking myself if I made the wrong decision. Am I even ready to be a dad? Did I strip away a child from 2 loving parents due to my own feelings? This is a half me just talking, half me wanting actual advice. The most important thing I want advice on is how to be as mentally prepared as possible for when he gets here and how to balance my relationship and parenthood in this situation, hence why posted on relationship advice. Nobody ever feels ready to have a baby. I advise joining parent and baby groups near you to get support from other parents and make friends. You are doing the right thing. I'm going to give you some weirdly honest advice. The first 12 weeks are the worst. Unconventionally, you're past that now. It's going to be great, and you have a great partner by your side, against all odds to be honest. Seriously, don't fuck that up. I mean, it'll be a big change, but I have a feeling you two will figure it out. In my experience, no one I've ever talked to is truly ready to be a dad. The reality is that you have a son. He will need a loving father. You want to be that person, so, now it's up to you to do so. Your girlfriend seems like she's ready to help you face this, and that's her decision. So now is just a matter of supporting each other. Go be the best dad you can be, op. You got this. 30 female, 31 male. My husband has just told me he's a diagnosed narcissist after 3 kids. TLDR. He's told me this diagnosis that he has known for years and never told me. I have no idea what to do and I'm thinking of leaving him to protect my kids. I've looked up narcissists and it makes me feel sick my stomach. He's told me he's been to therapy and he isn't like other narcissists and is self-aware. I disagree. There have been warning signs and selfish things that I dismissed as mistakes because of his manipulation. I've also done research into if the condition can be inherited and some sites say it can because of parenting styles and/or genetics. I'm now terrified for my kids. I don't even think of them as that monsters anymore, they are just my babies I need to protect. He's manipulative and begging me for second chances and I almost believe him. He's told me this right after Christmas when I'm happy from family time, likely as a strategy of his. That's what narcissists do. But then he's still my husband and I still love him and a part of me thinks he's telling the truth. How can I escape this situation and how should I go about everything? Most narcissistic people don't want to improve and are pretty good at making things look like it's your fault. The fact that your husband is looking to improve is a good sign. I'd look into talking to him about what strategies he's using and what you can do to help get your family into a coherent relationship. Personally, I wonder if this is a fake account. You just found out that he is a narcissist, and right away he is a monster? Narcissism, like other personality disorders, are on a spectrum. You can be mild narcissistic and have some traits of I, which is something your husband seems to have. If this is real, I would go through your husband's behavior towards you and review if it is acceptable or not. Forget about lying for now, all people lie. The behavior has to be on an abnormal range for you to decide if you need to ask for a divorce. If no such behavior exists, then find a couple therapist and work on these issues together.